Shuck Monkey Radio is created by adults for entertainment purposes. The views and opinions expressed here do not reflect the sponsors or FXPG Public Radio. For additional information, refer to the U.S. Bill of Rights. Stand warned. Speaking of middle-aged medicine,
Okay.
we'll get into the first story for the news worth knowing. A traveler fined $15,000 for smuggling thousands of live leeches into a Canadian airport.
Okay.
Okay, a traveler caught with nearly 5,000 leeches in his luggage has been fined. He has been identified as Ippolit Bodunov of Niagara Falls, Ontario. He had flown into Toronto Pearson International from Russia in October 2018, carrying 4,788 leeches in his carry-on bag.
4,788.
Yeah. Officials later determined the leeches to be a species of regulated medicinal leeches per a news release from the Environment and Climate Change Canada. Yeah, so on May 24th, he pled guilty to violating Canada's Wild Animal and Plant Protection Regulation International. Oh my God. Hold on. He pled guilty to violating Canada's Wild Animal and Plant Protection and Regulation of International and Interprovincial Trade Act at an Ontario court.
Whew! You just ran a marathon there.
I love you, Rebecca, but, fuck Canada. Anyway, he was sentenced to pay $15,000 fine, which will be appropriated towards the Government of Canada's Environmental Damages Fund. Makes sense to me. Yeah, I'll put him in free parking. He is also banned from importing, exporting, or owning any animals protected under the International Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species. CITES. CITES. You have too many words in your acronyms, Canada. Or International Convention. For 1 year, he's not able to own or transport, import, export any of these creatures. He had originally flown into Toronto on October 17th, where a trained dog sniffed out the leeches. They
have dogs trained to sniff out leeches?
I guess so.
Or is it that the dog was bored? It hadn't had any action in a while, and it's like, that smells different.
There's something fishy about that, that's for sure.
Yeah.
There's something fishy about that one.
I can't imagine somebody training a dog to sniff out medicinal leeches.
That's a very specific and limited functionality.
Right. Yeah, we've been doing this for 20 years, and this is the first hit we've ever had. We've gone through 7 dogs already, and this is the first one to see any action.
Yeah. The leeches are confiscated. The species is valued. This is why he was smuggling them. The species is valued for its medicinal, anticoagulative properties. This is what an expert at the Royal Ontario Museum said. A sample of the leeches was also sent to the American Museum of Natural History in New York, where tests determined that the leeches were harvested in the wild, per the news release. Oh, wow. Yeah, he reportedly told airport officials the leeches were for his personal use. And that the leech's wastewater would enrich his flowers. That's a pretty solid defense, I guess.
But
I mean,
5,000 leeches for his garden.
How big's your garden? Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. And how are you going to keep all these sons of bitches alive? We know what leeches eat.
How have they been kept alive is what I'm wondering. What did he come? Was he all pale and anemic and shaking?
Dude, was there a dried up husk of something in that bag?
The dog wasn't actually trained to smell leeches. It's just the dog said there's something funny going on in that bag, and the guy's sitting there, and this guy's like twitching and anemic. He's like, "Can I help you?"
Or
there's something fishy going on.
Or he had some other animal in there that the leeches were eating on, and it was just dried out. And the dog's like, "I smell bones. I like bones."